Chips, you're pretty chill, from what I've seen. What's something interesting about your past? What about you, Fear? I know very little about you. Why is it that you're skeletal when you used to be a fully fleshed out horse? You want something interesting about my past, eh? Well, I reckon I could tell you about how I was a little bugger living on a farm with my ma and 13 siblings. Or I could tell you about how I robbed a moving train on horseback and returned to the same farm with enough gold to turn it into a fortress. Or I could tell you about the time I fought off 7 men in a bar with a lasso in one hand and a damsel in the other. Or that time I talked a bull into drinking poison, or else what I'd do to him would be much worse. Or the time I stood the sheriff off in a duel in front of the whole town. Later in the day, the posse came looking for what happened to their dear sheriff, and the townspeople knew who did it, but they were too afraid to spill it. All they knew was that the next time I stepped into the bar, they better have my favorite drink and cigar ready on the counter.
Wow, he's so cool.
What about you, old horsey? What did you do back in your day? Phear Lap, how did you get to the casino?
Well, back then, when I still had flesh, I lived among other horses who were athletes for rich fat cats to bet on during races. My family in particular was known for their winning streaks. I wasn't the fittest of the bunch. Everyone used to jokingly call me a walking skeleton. Ha! I knew I wouldn't do well in the races, and I always wondered what it'd be like to be the one betting. Doping was common. In fact, it was the secret behind my family's success, so I played by the rules. The devil gave me a little something to help me enhance my strength, and something else to use on the others. It was supposed to just make them ill, but they took it so much out of desperation, thinking it helped, that it killed them. I lived, but some way, yes, I'm alive. When I found out what happened, I thought I'd be devastated, but I didn't feel a tad bit bad. Serves him right, because then, as part of our deal, I went to work at the Devil's Casino, and finally got to be one of the rich cats making the bets. So, hey, maybe you should try a little poison yourself.
Jesus, horsey. Jesus. What the hell?
Because then, as a part of our deal! Fuck! I knew I couldn't do it well. I knew I couldn't well. I couldn't well? What the fuck am I talking about? I knew I wouldn't do well in the races. I think that's all. 3 fucking minutes. Holy shit.